The Stevedores are standing strong against the Port of Belize Limited. Their protest entered its second day today, and President of the Christian Workers Union, Evan Mose-Hyde, says that the Stevedores are staying on course.
We are not in the business of watching the calendar right now, my brother, with all respect. We're not watching the clock. We are just eyes on the things that we want to have resolved, and until they are resolved, we believe that our members are committed to stay the course.
Some 150 Stevedores are facing an economic nightmare. The decision for ASR-BSI to have their sugar exported through the Big Creek port instead of the Port of Belize. It will leave them jobless and affect the income of many more who work at the port. The Stevedores, who are members of the CW, are blaming the port for not looking after their interests.
We have brought our concerns to P.B.L. as our employer. For one, failing to properly communicate or to communicate any at all with our members, where we are with that. And it has forced us to have to go on a wild goose chase to find the answers. There is some 3 boats that will come our way for the 2020 season. And we call that the farewell tour for our sugar. And then thereafter they go through Big Creek. We believe that that is the result of the negligence and the failure of P.B.L. management to have invested, to have been involved and engaged, to have a care in the plight of its workforce and what the implications are if they were not investing the kind of money to keep a company like ASR bringing its sugar through P.B.L.
Stevedores have held a presence at the entrance of the port since Monday. Some have stayed, some have left and returned, but their collective presence has remained. They keep hydrated and energized with bananas and papayas. They keep motivated by focusing on the issue. Els Milton has been a Stevedore for decades. He is standing strong with his Stevedores brothers.
We will stay out as long as we could. We are not giving up.
Do you believe that this will have a reaction from Mr. Vasquez in there?
You have to come out and speak to us or something of the sort, because whatsoever, sometimes like he play blind eyes to things.
Did the protest for 2 days now? How much money you done?
Yeah, probably. I'll say maybe you'll lose maybe $2,000, $3,000 for the 2 days you're out here, really.
That's a lot of money, sir, to give up.
Yes. Huh?
There's a lot of money to give up.
Yeah, sometimes you got to sacrifice.
Joining in the sacrifice was Dale Crawford. He is a member of gang number 2 and he has had enough.
We start as one now. Cause first and a chance every time we get tired, like we get enough. Like enough is enough. And then once money they make account there, pay the bills, call landlord, and they're right behind every day. We don't work every day. We don't every 2 months we work. When that 2 months rough, I have work next month. It's hard.
And waiting for ears for the collective bargaining agreement to be finalized is the staff at P.B.L. Chief Union Rep Rain Limbe says members of the staff have joined the Stevedores today in protest because they too have had enough with the management at the port.
We had a CBA from 2002, so he's 16 years old. We are saying that CBA is stale and non-existent. We need a new CBA. And we're asking the management to cooperate and let us negotiate the CBA. We have asking our employer for over 3 months to have a negotiation with us so that we can negotiate the new CBA.
Was this the last move that you guys could make to get the management's attention?
We tried many other alternatives. We email, we text, we even get the Labour Commission involved, we get the Minister of Trade involved, and nobody seems to hear the cry from this part of the fence.
CW President Evan Mose-Hyde says that the issue goes beyond defense. The issues that Stevedores are facing are issues for the community.
This is all we have. This is the crown jewel of Southside Belize City. The $5 million that the Stevedores represent, it is the last of this community's treasure. So, not just look upon it as Stevedores. This become now one bigger picture. And we want the community to stand up because we want to push back on this empire.
Reporting for News 5, Hipolito, Novelo.